stun too. They have the ultimate up, then I was gonna hit a couple more seconds of first blood without even need for the chains of corruption. Mystique's gotta run away, and Luger showing up.
Finally to come out. Now, Team Luke's also been punished a lot of times.
He has the ultimate, but the immediate cleanse out.
So this is now 2 waves now that Luger's been able to shove into topside, deny from Team Luke, furthering this advantage that he's got over top of everybody else.
Chad wants this though, Toby's on the backside of flash in, knocked up. He still managed to take the dragon instead. Yeah, so well done from him. And he gets out. Meanwhile, the solo kill from JoJo onto Luger. Okay, JoJo now waking up as well. Let's go 2 dragons for EGA.
Okay, Luger shifted from top into mid just to cover that wave because he had shoved in top lane already. And because everybody was at Dragon, they were like, okay, we're going to be able to get this. Not only did they not get Tony, they don't get the Dragon, and they lose 1. They are going to be able to find something here, maybe on the Tony top.
Tony top, slicing Mails from straight alive flash, and gets the stun. That's to get out so far, but Team Luke on the other end. Taking a lot of damage so far. There's the calling too. A lot of low health bars across the board though. Luger and Ryo looking for a little bit of more poke damage. And there we go. JoJo goes down. As they can't get to find the second knockup out of Thieves. And they managed to get 1 out of this. And the dragon.
Super close. The entire team is heading up there right now to try to punish him. Oh, Ryoma!
He takes the calling to the
He's got to die to the tower.
And he also has to go up to the top side too. Do TP down. Chad here. And just has to try to get him. What move can JoJo use? No moves at all. He's gonna likely use his diamond.
I like that 100 Thieves also. They've gotten to this point now where this team fight is kind of well put together. Ryoma is really strong on the likes of the Orianna on this like 3-item almost into the 3-item territory. But importantly, the 2 newest additions to this roster in Gamsu and also in Chad have pretty important roles. Gamsu being that initiator and Chad being kind of this massive damage dealer that they were able to get out of the early game. This Viego now sitting on almost 2 completed items, able to contest in a lot of fights, has been a big damage dealer and being able to put down especially JoJo Pun in a lot of situations. Now getting the dragon as the setup comes through means they don't have to expend that much.
I mean, you get that 1, the Puma is gone. They get the dragon though so far. Ryoma taking a lot of damage too. Caught up in the middle, can't get any more. That's already 2 for EGA as it goes towards the Baron team.
They still have the multiple ultimates to actually work with here. Between the Ornn and the Varus, they have to put in work from a very far distance. Notice Tony Top's positioning, though. He's trying to sneak around back, trying to find a flank. If he's able to get one onto the 2 carries right there over the wall, this is going to be huge for the side of EGA to convert this game back in their favor.
And 2 seasons, a lot of poke damage put already. There's the Ornn. He's not coming to 1. He gets on 2. Oh my god, that's so big. And immediately, besides the Maelstrom, but Tony Top, he's exhausted. He can't do damage. He's gone. A triple kill for Luger. They reset the Baron, and they're gonna take it into their own hands. What a huge play coming out of 100 Thieves.
Oh my goodness, that was about as close as the situation could have gotten right there. They grab the dragon, they lose 2 members in 100 Thieves. They're in a like dire straits. They're like, okay, we're gonna lose the Baron right here. They wait. They're very patient with this in-game. They damage when that happens. Chains of Corruption and the arrow were enough to bring him down.
But still looks like what more damage he might be able to take though so far. We see, yeah, he's just gone. Mystique's is dead. Unfortunately, caught up in the middle. All that knockup can take him back to his own shadow realm. And they can continue to push more and more to the leads. There's that pulse we were talking before here, Dean. Nice shockwave, goodbye, Zenith Blade. And it doesn't even matter. He got a second of freedom. 100 Thieves looking to close out the game. They have 1 more wave, looking at more towers and more inhibs too in their back pocket. You look at Axie, but look at Tomio too, just trying to like deny more of the wave, but he knows he has to be beside his team as they're just bleeding them dry.
They are. 100 Thieves now take 2 inhibitors off the map. They're leaving EGA up. I don't know that forcing here is a great decision, and I think I agree with 100 Thieves saying, okay, we take 2 inhibitors. Now your top and your mid or your bottom lanes are just constantly going to be shoved in. We're okay playing this out to a little bit of a later state just because they've got 2 Mountain Drakes. They're probably not going to lose a 3rd with the pushing bottom lane unless EGA are really able to shove that bot lane out quite far and contest into the river to go look for vision, which is what Mystique's is doing right now. I wonder if 100 Thieves are actually able to catch him fast enough, because if he throws down wards too far, yeah, he's not going to go any further than just the shallow parts of his own jungle out of fear that 100 Thieves catch him. So this should be easy enough access. 100 Thieves are pushing right up mid lane. If no one responds to them, they honestly could just bully down mid inhibitor and even give the dragon away. And if they do respond, they can just turn for dragon immediately as there's nothing there. And it seems like there's no call that's been caught out from EGA. They're going to back off completely, and they're going to lose mid inhibitor here, or at least mid inhibitor tower.
They're going to triple inhib them too before I think like try to close it off though. They have all major ultimates up. They have pretty much all their summoners up, except just like Ignite, but that doesn't necessarily matter. The potential Twisted Air goes out. Nice little stopwatch though, but and hook back in. Like Maelstrom gets so many, but there's all just so tanky. Boom, Gansu, big boys on the back end. They're able to just walk out. And comes Ornhorn, knock up onto one. That's a big pick for us right now, but they can't close them out. Playing the beautiful front to back, and this is 5v5 you want to see here, Dean. As right now, boom goes in yet again, though. Way more lockdowns, way more stuns is what we want to see. As 100 Thieves march into the base with Glee, a double kill for the Thresh for Mystiques, but lo and behold, though, they don't need minions to close it out. They just take the towers themselves. 100 Thieves, the game number 1.
And EGA, they like try to call this bluff of 100 Thieves, saying you won't push immediately down mid lane, you aren't going to take anything. And they go for an inhibitor tower, and they just like take the game-winning fight right then and right there. How quick was that conversion? Easy enough for that team. That team fight all too easy. Even after losing Ryoma earlier on inside of that fight, just simply didn't matter because they had enough gold on all of their carries. Big props over to the Varus, who did quite a bit of work. Also, Shad, by the end of that game, 7 kills. Went kind of crazy in the later portions of the game. Got to give big props to the one of the newer members here on the side of 100 Thieves.
100,000%. You know, we were looking at Chad before, right? Like you were mentioning what his role was going to be in this game. We needed to see more mid-side focus, but Bot didn't even need him, and he did a wonderful job of staving off Tomio, walking into the jungle up against him and said, like, yo, you want to fight? We'll do that with your chest, and let's absolutely get it. Look at that game number 2, though. It's going to be a little tough for your team, but it remains to be seen. We'll cut it to a short break, and when we come back, we'll have more for you all here, right here at Proving Grounds.